The program will begin in 1 minute. Please take your seat.
Every journey begins with a single step, but it's the courage, the challenges, and the dreams that define us. From kindergarten to senior year, we grew, we dreamed, and we became the leaders of tomorrow.
Our education journey began with mastering the ABCs, counting the possibilities, and dreaming big, dreams that were never too small.
From our first words we wrote in kindergarten, to the essays we crafted in our senior year, every lesson leads us closer to who we are meant to be.
The excitement of playground adventures and the challenge of mastering new skills, we all kept moving forward, never stopping and always growing.
We cried and we laughed during recess. Today, we know how to face every obstacle that prepares us for what's next.
Creating metaphors in middle school English class to mastering algebra in high school, we've learned to think beyond the textbooks.
From STAR and EOC tests to final exams, we've learned that growth isn't just about knowledge, it's about resilience and determination.
Trading sandbox creations for science fairs and career preparation, building dreams into reality, and now we're ready to live them.
We swapped crayons for pens, and now backpacks for caps and gowns, prepared to begin the next chapter of our journeys.
From coloring in elementary to problem solving in middle school to our senior year, every single lesson has been a stepping stone preparing all of us for the challenges ahead.
Through every book we opened, every idea we shared, and every presentation we created, we prepared for this moment, standing strong and united.
We all did it together, and we're ready to conquer the world. And we're ready for what is next.
Our senior year is ending, one chapter is closing, but our story is just beginning. We are class of 2025.
You did it! Congratulations, class of 2025.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please, for a very important safety announcement from the Cypress-Fairbanks ISD Office of Emergency Management. In the event of an emergency, please follow the directions by Berry Center staff. Take a moment now to identify your nearest emergency exit. Due to Harris County Fire Marshal requirements, we ask that you do not stand in or block any aisles during this ceremony. This means all pictures and videos will need to be taken from your seat. Please do not walk down to the bottom of the aisle to take pictures or videos. Also, a graduate's name will be called every 3 to 4 seconds. Please keep your applause and recognition brief so that other guests can hear the next graduate being announced. At the end of the ceremony, graduates will meet their parents outside entrance 2 or 3. As a reminder, if you see something, say something. To report suspicious activity, text CFISD to 738-477. Thank you for your cooperation and support of this prestigious event. Cypress-Fairbanks ISD wishes you a safe and enjoyable summer. And now, are you ready? I didn't hear you. Are you ready? Please stand and help us welcome our graduating class of 2025.
Good afternoon, Mustang Nation. I'm here to say a little rain couldn't stop a Mustang celebration, could it? What a great day for graduation. Seniors and honored guests, please be seated. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to the commencement exercises for the Cypress Ranch High School class of 2025. Before we begin, there are some individuals and groups I would like to thank for supporting today's ceremony. The Cypress Ranch Jazz Band and directors, Alex Denton, Zachary Fink, Jamie Kohler, and Henry Hamry. The Cypress Ranch Choir and directors, Cynthia Douglas and Adam Bechet. The Air Force JROTC and directors, Master Sergeant Soto and Lieutenant Colonel Gussman. And finally, Mr. Devin Perry and the entire Berry Center staff, thank you for your hospitality. And now, we will begin our celebration with the presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem. Rosina Dobronic, Senior Class President, will lead us in the pledge. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as you stand. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose much stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Marcus Emanuel, Executive President of the Cypress Ranch Student Council, to the podium to welcome some of our special guests.
Thank you, Dr. Manis. On behalf of Cypress Ranch High School's class of 2025, it is my privilege to welcome the following special guests to this afternoon's ceremony. Please stand as I introduce you. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Douglas Killian. Members of the Cypress-Fairbanks Independent School District's Board of Trustees. members of the district leadership team, elementary and middle school guest principals, and Dr. Jurika Nickerson, Interim Vice President of Instruction from Lone Star College. Mustang faculty members, please stand. Class of 2025, let's show our appreciation with a big round of applause, which I guess you already did, as a thank you for all they have done to help us reach this milestone. Finally, class of 2025, please take a moment to look around this arena at the amazing support system of parents, family members, and friends who have been with us on this journey. Please join me in thanking them for all they have done to help guide us, encourage us to believe in ourselves, and never give up. Remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Shoot for the stars, Mustangs.
Thank you, Marcus. Mustangs, at this time, if you've made a commitment to enlist in the military and serve our country in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard, or National Guard, please stand so that we can recognize you. On behalf of our Mustang Nation, I would like to thank each of you for the commitment that you've made to defend our great nation. Thank you. You can be seated. Mustangs, some of you have earned both your high school diploma and an associate degree from Lone Star College. If you have earned your associate degree, please stand and be recognized at this time so that we can congratulate you. Thank you. You can be seated. And now it's time to acknowledge the highest ranking students from the class of 2025. Ms. Parliament, will you join me at the podium? This year's salutatorium is Kira Pham Mai. Congratulations, Kira. And our class of 2025 valedictorian is Benjamin Kyle Foley. Congratulations, Benjamin. Would the parents of these two outstanding students please stand so that you can be recognized? Thank you. Seniors, I could stand up here and give you a list of inspirational quotes. I could share bullet points about success, hard work, or the road ahead. I could even throw in a few facts or statistics just to mark how far you've come. But instead, I've decided to do something a little different. Today, I want you to take a step back in time when life was a little simpler. When lessons about courage, kindness, and growing up were tucked inside those stories read to you by mom and dad. When your biggest challenge was staying awake until the end of the book, because sometimes the most important truths are the ones we first heard as kids, curled up with someone reading to us, starting out with these four magical words, once upon a time. Once upon a time, not so long ago, a group of wide-eyed students walked through the doors of Cypress Ranch High School for the very first time. They were a little nervous, a little excited. Some might say a lot lost. But day by day, things started to change. They made new friends as they moved from class to class. They figured out which lunch line moved the fastest. It was never the pizza line, guys. They learned that teachers did notice when they turned in assignments at 11:59 p.m. They joined clubs, they tried out for teams, they played sports, they sang and acted on the stage, they played instruments, built robots, raised animals, volunteered, competed, and created, and when they could find time, they slept, but never in class. Freshman year turned into sophomore year. Faces became more familiar. Hallways became home, and just when things started to make sense, life threw a few curveballs. There were moments of uncertainty, challenges that nobody saw coming. But like every great story, the main characters, you, the class of 2025, rose to the occasion. You adjusted, adapted, and you kept showing up. Then came junior year. The plot thickened. SATs, ACTs, AP tests. You started thinking about the future while still trying to hold on to the present. Some of you got your first jobs. Some of you learned to drive. Some of you still can't quite figure out how to park straight, but hey, you're trying. And then senior year came. The final chapter, Spirit Days. College apps, Friday night lights, senior sunrises, senior sunsets, senioritis, the countdowns, the laughs, the memories you swore you'd never forget. You've laughed, you've cried, you've celebrated, and now here you are, sitting in your caps and gowns, ready for the next story to begin. But before you turn the page, let me tell you this. Your story's just beginning. The pages that have been written and the pages yet to come are going to be filled with stories about growth, resilience, kindness, faith, courage, and the best part, you're the author of what's ahead. Whatever comes next, college, work, travel, dreams you haven't even dreamed. Remember, it's your story. You get to write the next chapter. And when the road gets bumpy or the plot twists, that's okay. That just means it's going to be an epic adventure. So as the curtain closes on this chapter at Cypress Ranch, I hope you look back with pride and forward with excitement, because your happily ever after is just beginning. Congratulations, Mustangs. We are so proud of you, and we look forward to what lies ahead. Now it's my pleasure to introduce and present to you Elena Kreider to deliver this year's commencement address.
Good afternoon, class of 2025. We made it. Yeah, you can clap. We made it, guys. I guess the senioritis wasn't as fatal as it felt. But before we celebrate, I would like to take a moment to express my gratitude, our gratitude, for those that helped us get to this moment. Thank you to parents, guardians, and family members for pushing and encouraging us, and for putting up with us at times. Thank you, staff and admin members, for teaching us, guiding us, and somehow maintaining order in a high school filled with thousands of teenagers. You're braver than me. And finally, thank you to all of you, my fellow peers, for working diligently to reach this monumental accomplishment. I may not personally know each and every one of you, but I do know for certain that none of us would have made it through high school without each other's support. You know, I think that is one of my favorite things about high school. Looking back at the community we built together over the last 4 years. And there's one occasion this year that I felt really demonstrated the camaraderie among our class, and that was Mr. Mustang. I realized something then, watching my friends and fellow seniors get up on stage and just have fun being them. A lot of times as teenagers, our first instinct is to just blend in. For some reason, we get this idea into our heads that being like everyone else is the safest option. However, watching teenage boys lip sync to High School Musical and Jimmy Fallon skits proved the opposite to be true. High school is not about conformity. It's about figuring out who you are, who you want to be, and being proud of that. And you know what? Some people might judge you. People will judge you, and that's okay. It's humanity's nature. But who cares as long as you stay true to yourself? Those who genuinely care about you will love you regardless. There was something else I understood while talking to a friend recently. I'm sure we all know how the announcements ended every day. I am CR, you are CR, we are CR, and together we are unstoppable. It has more truth to it than we realize. When we leave here, we may not remember the way our classrooms looked, or the table we sat at during lunch, or even that really embarrassing mistake we made. We'll remember each other, because we are what makes Cypress Ranch, Cypress Ranch. We're approaching the end of a special chapter of our lives, our childhood. We have our whole future ahead of us, and that is so incredibly exciting. But don't let what tomorrow may hold overshadow the beauty of the present. We've spent the last 4 years working to get here, planning, studying, dreaming, and it is time for us to start carving our own paths. As Maya Angelou once said, it's not where your dreams take you, it's where you take your dreams. So dream big, and don't let anything stop you, not even yourself. Now, who's ready to graduate?
Thank you, Elena. All right, it's our big moment, guys. Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Dr. Killian, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Killian is the principal of Cypress Ranch High School. I present to you the senior class of 2025. I certify that they have fulfilled the necessary requirements for graduation from this institution and the state of Texas. It's my request that these students be graduated and that you, in your capacity as superintendent of schools, confer upon them a high school diploma with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto.
Congratulations to the parents, to the staff, to the teachers for all your hard work as well. This ceremony also represents the culmination of all your support and your efforts, but mostly it represents all the wonderful work that each of you have done in the class of 2025. So it's my honor to say the following. By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and the Cypress-Fairbanks Independent School District Board of Trustees, I do hereby confer upon the senior class of 2025 the diplomas of Cypress Ranch High School with all the rights, privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
Seniors, please move your tassel from the left side of your cap to the right side to signify that you are now officially graduates. Thank you. Mustangs, you can be seated. At this time, I would ask that the first row of honor graduates come forward. The following teachers have been selected by the senior class to read the names of our graduates. They are Miss Lauren Lismy, Mr. Lon Maxey, Mrs. Amanda Linhart, Mrs. Krista Alcala, and Mr. Matthew Carilla.
Summa cum laude, Munira Abdullah, Mustafa Darwish Adi, Priscilla Ann Essie Brony Adu Jimfi, Lush Agrawal, Olivia Ann Aguilar, Inaya Nadim Ahmad, Varun Shri Akandi, Ethan Fortune Alcazar, Walker Lucas Alejandro, Burhanuddin Tahir Ali, Mustafa Muhammad Al-Qaderi, Dima Ahmed Khalid Al-Kutel, Yusuf Mohanad Kais Al-Masusi, Isabella Grace Amato, Simon S. Andu, Brody Andrew Anglin, Karthik Sai Ann, Vignesh Sai Ann, Anthony Danny Atala, Melissa Kate Baca, Arai Bakajak, Laurel Ann Batchelder, Cheyenne Rose Beach, Tate Alexander Buse, Bitya Elizabeth Benoch, Ephraim Binu Varghese, Braden Michael Boer, Mark Alexander Sakin Brillo, Carly Elizabeth Broder, Nathaniel Allen Burgart, Kayla Ann Q. Cow, Kong Huang Jordan Cow Wang, Crystal Rebecca Carniero, Dhruv Chanana, Akul Chandra, Priya Kaur Katha, Akambir Singh Sheena, Young Bin Chris Choi, Kwa Do Wang Chung, Ethan C. Cooley, Maya Faith Eubank Cooper, Elena Bell Kreider, Avery Isabel Daigle, Brooke Lynn Dang, Kim Tien Dang, Braden Stephen Danilov, Kendall Grace Dawson, Amanda Elizabeth Dennis, Daniel Javier Diaz, Siddharth DeWalker, Angelina Wong Tram Doan, Rosina Catherine Dobranic, Matthew Nicholas Duarte, Brett Mitchell Durenberger, Akshara Duvada, Valerie Mayan Edam, Adam Ashraf Elias, Jace Everett Ellerton, Jamal Maud Entrancy, David Abraham Assam Fekri, Hope Gabriella Fisher, Benjamin Kyle Foley, Nathan James Fox, Moith Reddy Gajela, Juliana Garcia, Claire Elise Garcon, Laura Gotham, Megan Seal Germany, Sandra Sharkarwi Gobriel, Kunwar Preet Gill, Stacy Muthoni Gitahi, Ava Louise Gakey, Emma Diane Gakey. Diego Armando Gomez. Isha Gupta. Emily Darlene Hare. Brady Scott Hammett. Oliver Christopher Hammond. Kel Griffin Harpole. Nick Mahan Hadayapur. Micah Wesley Hill. Albert Dang Koi Ho. JC Angel Ho. Anthony Win Wang. Jaden Jeffrey Hollenbaugh. Vincent Tran Quinn. Kira V. Wang. Thomas Dale Jowers Jr. Pravav Venkata Sai Satya Kasi Butla. Sidra Masoor Khan. Noah Win Soon Kim. Daniel Moon Kirkley. Madeline Pippin Kling. Madison Elise Kruger. Aryan Kumar. Vivian Tao Lum. Fatima Khalil Lat. Colin That Lee. Bowen Lang. Joseph John Leto. Gianna Mary Lewis. Jason George Lewis. Abigail Roshi Lee. Jagger Spencer Lowe. Yekaterina Yorgoslava Lunyuva. Cooper Alexander Lumpkins. Christopher Van Chi Mai. Kira Pham Mai. Nathan Wook Mai. Ruin Nasser Mansour. Kyrillos Walid Nabil Sobi Marco. Andre Ivan Martinez. Lauren Ann McKenzie. Daniel Michael. Macy Jane Milkovich. Zoha Fatima Mohadeen. Haya Ali Musin. Nicolas Amado Moncada. Thomas Mason Moon. Reese Madison Morris. Weston Charles Morset. Jaden Tyler Morton. Kyrillos Iheb Moised. Jackson Christopher Mosley. Adnan Mustafa Modiwala. Huzaifa Mustafa Modiwala. Yusuf H. Modiwala. Sampreethi Shri Vani Muktavi. Sarah Rebecca Munitz Salazar. Caitlin Lee Murray. Iman Khuled Musa. Freddie George Najar. Julia Isabella Nate. Sahim M. Narwal. Adrian Hugh Wynn. Brianna Elizabeth Wynn. Joshua Lay Wynn. Ket Can Wynn. Lucas Hui Wynn. Megan Kuping Pet Wynn. Tuvana Wynn. Chloe Renussas Nillas. Jared Thomas Nix. Nasir Narudin. Nicholas Cortina Nunez. Jordan Adana Nueri. Abigail Ann O'Brien. Devane Paliapin. Jordan Lynn Palmer. Deanna Ponde. Alohi B. Patel. Henal Bavesh Patel. Ved Kayukumar Patel. Vanessa Carolea Patino. Kira Megan Patani. Nathaniel Robert Patterson. Supreet Paul Paudel. Say Yu Pa. Hunter David Payne. Elsie Yaretsi Perez Gonzalez. Anna Nadine Peters. Angela Kat Tien Pham. Brandon Hugh Pham. Dui Kong Pham. Kayla Nok Pham. Wong Tong Pham. Rafaela Pond Olivado. Mason Allen Priest. Emma Bing Tien. Siddharth Radhakrishnan. Sebastian Gabriel Ramos. Sarah Lynn Rivich. Dylan Patrick Rodriguez. Peter Saad Adel. Nafya Saitala. Sonali Raju Sonati. Angie Patricia Sanchez. Maverick Angel Sanchez. Sanmay Sarada. Ian Delholm Main Schooler. Salem Noel C.
Shiv Katan Shah. Truman Sheck. Vachan Gopinath Shashadri. Addison Riley Shee. Gideon David Smith. Madison Montgomery Smith. Vyas Shreeman. Luke Evan Schruber. Taylor Ann Stock. Taylor Renee Strick. Matthew Gabino Tarango. Ava Elizabeth Taylor. Evan James Thompson. Kyle Duncan Thompson. Parth Tiwari. Ann Nia Tran. Chloe Alexa Tran. Chloe Min Tao Tran. Claire Min Tu Tran. Emma Tyan Tran. Quinn Thu Caitlin Tui Tran. Van Con Tran. Elena Beatriz Trevino. Kelly E. Ung. Lillian Nicole Van Winnick. Rand Jamaran Serta Virtudis. Rohit Visamasetti. Min Ann Nutvo. Ashton Daniel Vostries. Brandon Trong Vu. Jacob Bradley Wayner. Kyle Clifton Welch. Morgan Kamaria Wilson. Yirin Yin. Gabriella Rafiq Youssef. And that concludes the summa cum laude graduates. Magna cum laude, Crystal Samantha Acevedo Baboshko. Timoteo Joel Akande. Batutan Aksu. Abdulrahman Omar Al-Galani. Michael Alexander Alashkar. Diana Camila Aldretti. Diego Alfaro. Ian Cole Ami. Preston Douglas Ayers. Alea Brielle Baker. Tanner Jace Beck. Jason Damian Balasso Serrano. Sydney Danielle Bennett. Zaria Brooke Bernard. Josiah Caleb Branwell. Sebastian Ross Brewer. Bradley Donovan Brown. Kiera Nicole Buck. Lauren Nicole Berger. Kaitlin Quinn New Bowie, Lauren Grace Buss, Eris Brielle Calloway, Emma Kate Collins, Riley Michelle Couples, Ethan Tan Lee Dang, Tuan Duck Dow, Tanner Royce Deering, Lauren Elizabeth Devens, Tai Nyut Din, Dawn Tan Do, McKenna Lee Domek, Carson Everett Egan, Javiera Ignacia Elizalde Moragas, Jacob Thomas Foley, Gideon J. Forbush, Bronson Grant Forside, Isaiah Evan Foreman, Cullen Christopher Grady, Adelina Vittoria Graves, Cheryl Husserel Gucce, Melena Beatriz Gutierrez, Isabella Marie Halverson, Emily Laura Hancock, David Magnus Hardiman, Rahat Hassan, Jace Austin Hayden, Mason Scott Henderson, Krista Grace Hernandez, Toha Jason Hossein, Travis Jacob Huggins, Anasuashe Jaja, Chloe Faith Javelinar, Blake Preston Jones, Zaina Z. Kabani, Simjeet Kaur, Macy May Klahigi, Kevin Linu Kurian, Burhanuddin Muhammad Kawawala, Kendall Grace Leto, Nermeen Amen Mahfouz, Tristan Benedict Hermoso Manapsel, Ashlyn Marie Massey, Yeshvi Maheta, Caleb Tyler Muniz, Mariah Alexa Navarette, Christopher Hai Nguyen, Tan Hui Nguyen, Triton Nguyen, Ngozi Vanessa Abianjingwa, Lucas Irvin Odegaard, Sophie B. Pham, Maggie Michelle Fawn, Hannah Grace Porter, Robert Lawrence Reedus Jr., Celeste Robinson, Corey Lily Rose, Jenna Nasser Salim, Alary Ray Sanders, Emma Jean Savage, Zainab Shabir Moiz Ali, Ava Grace Sheikh, Ashley Nicole Shook, Miriam Siddiqui, Aditi Sudarsan, Ashley Marie Smith, Thomas Jirawat Sapatkul, Maya Marie Tate, Caitlin Julia Tobias, Austin Dat Tran, Jaden Min Tran, Caitlin Suthita Ung, Blake Anderson Urea, Ariel Valenchuk, Jillian Grace Villarreal, Jeremy Nick Wang, Jasmine Kimura Watson, Bobby Suzanne White, Joseph Jamal Williams, Travis John Woodward, Dylan Andrew Wren, Samuel Youssef. And that concludes the magna cum laude graduates. Cum laude, Rainier Joshua Abril, Simmons Agakian Ikarekpin, Layla Mustafa Alabki. Ruzat Yahya Ali. Presley Elizabeth Alvarez. Haley Diane Balson. Ayomidi Teslim Bakari. Emma Kathleen Blackburn. Madison Elizabeth Blessing. Ruben Jacob Bloom. Aubrey Lynn Caballero. And Alicia Raquel Castillo. And Roberto Chua III. Nathaniel John Clarito. Ava Elizabeth Clark. Tyler Knox Craven. Ricardo Enrique Cruz. Isabel Abigail Cuesta. Carly Grace Cutchell. Malika Databoy. Cameron Piper Davis. Hector De La Garza. Chloe Gail Dillard. Aiden Thomas Duggan. Dana Ahmed El Masri. Audrey Elizabeth Inlick. Lane Williams Evans. Liliane Asunta Fernando. Kira Ferraro D'Ambricio. Alice Faye Floyd. Shaughnessy Michael Fulmer. Bo Channon Free. Bella Grace Frenzel. Caden Max Friedrich. Layla Soledad Rebecca Gallardo. Ashton Tyler Alexander Gamboa. Roberto Ernesto Gill. Larry Noble Hicks III. John Parker Husky. Darielis Arizari Costales. Ishan Jane. Brianna Priscilla Jimenez Marino. Jocelyn Kate Knuff. Erin Isabel Kelsey. Aryan Sunil Kripalani.
K. Paul Law. Tuong Quoc Letai. Mia Grace Lewis. Jocelyn Meichui Luong. Alessandra Yanahi Martinez. Sebastian Nathaniel Martinez. Gabriella Nole McGrew. Makai Jacoby Mormon. Jordan Maddock Muniz Hayes. Billy Bao Nguyen. Jaden Zhang Nivu Nguyen. Johnny Nguyen. Ka Nguyen Nguyen. Taylor Nok Nguyen. Wansting Nie. Alessandra Mia Noriega. Ajero Adriana Odu. Sebastian Cole Oswald. Cheyenne Marissa Wansisuk. Roberto Pacheco Jr. Kwok Lok Pham. Tyler Van Fan. Andrew James Ponder. Emma May Poppin. Ethan James Rathbun. Crystal Diamond Robinson. Nisal Santadev Rodrigo. Arthur Rodriguez. David Jaffet Rodriguez. Kaylee Jocelyn Rodriguez. Venicia Yanette Rodriguez. Camille Dominique Rosales. Adrian Matthias Saavedra. Brendan Houston Sadler. Michaela Lacey Salazar. Ella Rain Sanabria. Yahara Isabella Sandres. Olivia Danielle Steele. Jelani Lynn Scott. Vedant Sentivelin. Franklin Edward Shadle.
Allison Patricia Sievers, Avleen Carr Singh, Mason Cole Smith, Juliana Joy Stellmacher, Maxwell Stephen Sullivan, Amy Kim Tu Tran, Jamie Huynh Tran, Nguyen Jia Han Tran, Tara Lam Tran, Alex Tu, Andrew Joaquin Vargas, Braden Derek Whiting, Lauren Marie Wilson Washington, Emily Retta Wisa. This concludes the cum laude graduates. Graduates, Anthony Adai Aguirre, Hamza Azam Abdul Jawad, Yara Abbas, Joseph Guadalupe Adame, Esther Olajumake Adesanya, Oluwakemi Akande, Elizabeth Delaney Alanis, Maya Al-Ghamdi, Muhammad Hifa Muhammad Al-Jabouri, Mina Ali Hani Al-Kayat, Aiden Ryan Alamon, Carolyn Janae Allen, Stevie Tyrone Allo Jr., Saad Al-Suwaidi, Jeremiah Misael Amador, Amiri Nicole Anderson, Mackenzie Dominique Anderson, James Stephen Anderwald III, Anaya Inez Andino, Samson Lee Andrade, Oliver Gabriel Andrade Aroanguren, Samira Mohammed Anjarwala, Halal Khalid Awad, Heidi Aurora Ararujo, Samantha Grace Arce, Isaías Jurem Arce Martinez, Alejandra Arenas Vargas, Natalia Leonor Arriaga, Irati Arrichaberry Bueno, Griffin James Arrington, Ivan Aviles, Yair Aviles, Zara Ale Awad, Mahedi Ayesh, Perla Georges Azar, Anthony Haney Aziz, Kayla Patrice Ballard, Jordan Barba, Brianna Tanisha Batts, Samuel Rafael Belgodere, Ariana Del Carmen Beltran Villalobos, Eric Alexander Benitez, Nazir Nino Benitez, Chloe Dion Berard, Zachary Blake Bernard, Jarek Tyrell Bess, Robert Craig Bettenhausen, Timothy Allen Bonner III, Marquise Sorrell Lee Bookman, Nicholas Charles Brandt, LeBron Eugene Bratcher, Luke Armstrong Briggs, Gianna Nicole Briscoe, Bailey Grace Broadway, Cole Peyton Brock, Callie Alyssa Brody, Amaya Christine Brown, Anala Sinai Aldoncia Brown, Damari Jeriel Brown, Parker Halstead Brown, Zeta Monique Brown, Gavin Bismarck Bruning, Min Tu Bui, Avery Rose Burke, Blake Anthony Burley, Devon Dion Burnett, Ethan Joshua Calvert, Andrew Adrian Cantu, Allison Darcy Cardenas Garcia, Maciel Valentina Cardenas Garcia. Catherine Grace Carley. Lizette Carlos Garcia. Ashley Marie Carr. Cristiano Giovanni Carreon. Caleb Daniel Carroll. Noah Keith Carroll. Kevin Anthony Castañon Diaz. Luis Alberto Castro. Jeremy Vincent Solano. Jada Terriere Cephas. Matthew Sebastian Cervantes. Lakshna Chari. Stephen Xavier Charles. Michaela Ann Shanier Hines. Pawanpreet Singh Chauhan. Emma K. Chumley. Matthew Marquise Sears. Chasten Rashawn Clark II. Rashawn Clark. Grady Joe Cobb. Selah Jolie Collins. Ibis Brianna Concepcion. Chase Randolph Connell. Maddox Michaeli Yosua Conway. Owen Christopher Cassette. Brinley K. Cotton. Shamar Lebret Cotton Jr. Eileen Alizeth Koshaw. Avery Simone Crane. Logan Ramona Crawford. Willie Joe Crocker II. Anela Crooks Simmons. Maz Fahad Databoy. Daniel Dagnino Jr. Tyler Blake Daniel. Asal Mustafa Sammy Darwish. Madeline Alexis Davy. Brandon King Davis. Isabella Rosalia Davis. Callie Nicole De La Cruz. Alex De Leon. Jonah Michael Del Pilar. Tanija Dewani Dennis. Adam DeNova. Reese Aaron Denoon. Adrian Diaz. Naomi Ikshel Diaz. Victoria Huang Trin Don. Eduardo Miguel Dolande. Carlos Joaquin Dominguez. Ivan Hong Yen Duan.
Kyle Michael Eanes. Jaden Victor Evans. Landon Joseph Elstrom. Marcus Joseph Emmanuel. Tyler Jackson Mackay Ensworth. Miguel Esparza Macias. Carlos Estrada. Lance Alexander Uliarte. Daniel Harris Evan Iyer. Samson Izioka. Peyton Michael Feely. Craig Keith Ferguson. Leah Michelle Fields. Nicholas Andrew Fisher. Andrew McCall Fletcher. Alaya May Flores. Jaden Alexander Flores. Brandon Gerdmia Fofung. Victoria Isabella Fonseca. Livia Fontana Pedroza de Almeida. Santana de Lois France. Julius Chevalier Francois. Ailey Vanessa Frazier. Joshua Juan Friday Jr. Joseph Fuentes. Conrad Mitchell Furness. Janelle Christine Galdames. Carmina Kaya Umare Galindo Leon. Giselle Matav Gayo. Sabah Ganjali. Brandon Austin Garcia. Jaslyn Aaron Garcia. Kirsten Michelle Garcia. Valeria Abigail Garcia. Joshua Deshawn Gardner. Kaylee Rose Garza. Kerrigan Christina Gatson. Mina Reda Farouk Gobrial. Andrew Michael Ray Gilbert. Sadie Ann Glenn. Jennifer Michelle Gomez. Maribeth Sofia Gonzalez. Daniel Antonio Gonzalez. David Adrian Gonzalez. Gavin Lee Gonzalez. Stephanie Gonzalez. Tristan Magdaleno Gonzalez. Maria Fernanda Gonzalez Nino. Camise Marie Griffin. Prince John Dawson Griffin. Kylie Jordan Griffno. Isabel Kaylin Gudino. Kaylin Marie Guerra. Adrian Charles Halebronner. Alexis Renee Hall. Logan Jace Hall. Audrey Lynn Hernandez Hamilton. Zaid Hantosh. Kayla Jane Harper. Jocelyn Gemini Harrell. Megan Andrea Harris. Genesis Aileen Garpin. Andrew Nathaniel Hawkins. Noah Thomas Hawkins. Carmen Latrice Hayes. Jacob Donovan Helsley. Lauren Paige Hendricks. Braden Aaron Hernandez. Donovan Gustavo Hernandez. Antoine Josue Hernandez Casares. Joaquin Hernandez Guerra. Maya Ray Hicks. Javion Kevin Lamar Hill. Kendall Joy Hillard. Jacobo Hinojosa. Hook Hu Ho. Ryan Nyat Min Ho. Emma Renee Huang. Jordan Skylar Trevin Holloman. Kamurari Adrian Denard Horn. Zachary James Horn. Archer James Hosford. Renee Quinn Huber. Mariam Hussein. Salwa Nidal Hussein. Hedron Khalil Hyde. Abraham Ide. Muhammad Ide. Gabriel Somtoche Ikechukwu. Sonora Rain Iron Cloud. Lila Elise Isra. Lenin Osmin Izagire Arce. Giselle Denise Jacquet. Jonathan Cornelius Lane Jackson. Terrence Samaj Jacobs. Joshua Alexander Jervis. Sarah Del Carmen Jimenez. Ashton Cole Johnson. Sebastian Michael Johnson. Bailey Lynn Jones. Seth Michael Jones. Benjamin Jupik. Gerline Carr. Maya Aglie Keating. Braden Michael Klug. Kennedy Grace Cook Schusterazade. Noah Landry Crumnow. Venkata Kushi Hansika Kometa. Hunlang Tun An La. Landon Shah Lakani. Jorge Landa Jr. Julian Wayne Landrum. Ava Elizabeth Lara. Bailey Madison Levine. Fu Gia Le. Grace Luonhe Lee. Kara Evan Lewis. Keelan Mackenzie Lewis. Xinglu Lee. Mia Lacona Rivera. Kiatne Lin. Sylvia Lin. Carson James Loeb. Gabriela Jolie Balboa Long. Emily Michelle Lopez. Isaac Alexander Lopez. Israel Santiago Lopez. Sebastian Jared Lopez. Serge Benoit Lopez. Isabel Grace Loredo. Taya Nishay Lusk. Isabella Sky Macias. Kaylee Rose Maddox. Abdullahi Ariomide Mahmoud. Moses Matuangu Mena. Yusef Khaled Malek. Siana Malhotra. Nathan Alexander Malanda. Alan Anthony Macia, Khalil Amir Makarna, Akshita Reddy Mareddy, Daniel A. Martinez, Owen Hinton Marks, Eliana Marie Marshall, Ian Antonio Martinez, Liberty Anissa Martinez, Mark Alexander Martinez, Melanie Victoria Martinez, Jaden Tristan Matson, Brooklyn Paige McCombs, Jack Wade McCoy, Kyle Gerard McCrae, Marley Ann McCullough, Madison Grace McDarris, Abby Elizabeth McGee, Cole Landon McPherson, Cale James Medigovich, Amy Nicole Medina, Renata Medania, Ethan Luis Mejia, Alexa Gabriela Melendez, Sean DeMonte Melton, Stephen Pierre Mickle III, Chastity Christine Mitchell, Anna Cristina Molina Villeda, Sebastian Alfonso Monterosa, Damian Alberto Morales, Chase Tyler Moss, Eric DeMonte Moultrie, Ian Alexander Murray,
Patricia Naguib, Ramsey Jamal Najdawi, Ashley Jordan Nargang, Kasidit Nasang, Washirpong Nasang, Nayeli Batsabe Nava Garcia, Nia Sana Nglovu, Vincent James Neff, Daniel Antonio Negron, Keelan Bree Camille Nelson, Blake Anthony Newton, Ivy Lee Wynn, Delilah Quinn Wynn, Duck Ein Wynn, Yin Hao Wynn, Tong An Lee Wynn, Victoria Agechi Warkoro, Ava Jordan Odom, Anthony Akeem Olaiwala, Chidozie Kanina Aleru, Joshua Oladari Omakiki, Max Jonathan Onkel, Ryan James O'Neill, Juan Diego de la Chinquinquera Oropeza Sanchez, Jonathan J.R. Ortega, Mia Marie Ortega Williams, Evan Miles Owen, Michelle Owusu Achapong, Daniel Ola Oluwa Oyeyemi, Nevea Mariah Pilato, Yasmin Jenna Ibrahim Palmer, Akshay Nandadeep Pamadigantam, Jordan Pape, Brian Chemeka Paul, Kayla Sherry Pearson, Michael Maximus Pena, Kiara Nishay Pennywell, Fook and Pham, Claudia Valentina Pina Vargas, Giancarlo Piavet Rasil, Haley Marie Paulson, Christian Edward Presley, Uriah Purohit Vias, Alexander Maurice Pai, Hamza Mahmoud Qasim, Fatima Qureshi, Evelyn Jada Ramirez, Jorge Gabriel Ramirez, Xavier Angel Ramirez Magana, Rihanna Elizabeth Rangel, Shah Ray. We, Ray. Ikra Amir Raymond. Kevin Vincent Riley. Adian Alexander Ravada. Annalise Reyes. Robert William Rhodes. Donovan Dion Rhodes. Corey Cornelius Rhodes. Kavan Therese Richardson. Francisco Ramon Rios. Michael Gilbert Rivera. Vanessa Roa. Olivia Maya Roberts. Samuel Jacob Robertson. Aiden Rodriguez. Diana Paula Rodriguez. Libni Rodriguez. Jesus Hermio Romo. Jacob Guillermo Rosal. Joey Nicholas Rosas. Ellis Amber Rose. Sovanranta Roth. Evan Dwayne Ruth. Kinsey Leanne Rutherford. Antonio Jose Ruvio. Isaac Saavedra. Isra Mahmoud Said. Isaiah Salazar. Madeline Elise Salazar. Phelan Jesse Salinas. Soledad Rebecca Samperio. Ashley Nicole Samples. Sanaya Brielle Sampson. Alyssa Giselle Sanchez. Jeslyn Caroline Sanchez. Layla Ray Sanchez. Andrew Robert Santiago. Devin Michelle Satchel. Michael Paul Scallon. Talon Dean Schollhorn. Julie Ning Schleifer. Braden Eric Schuler. Riley Denise Schuler. Kennedy Julia Sellers. Emiliano Sepulveda. Amarion Mikel Sevier. Ryan Matthew Seymour. Ali Ashir Sheikh. Kaylin Parker Shelton. Shafan Ali Shoeb. Valentina De La Silva Rodriguez. Melanie Isabel Samaj. Connor Andrew Simmons. Pravjot Singh. Sahej Kaur Singh. Mashari Marie Slaughter. Addison Marie Smith. Nigel Josiah Reuben Smith. Trey Leroy Elijah Smith. Hector Antonio Solis Garza. Harrison Raymond Sussman. Cameron Alexander Stewart. Hannah Ray Steiner. Maggie Matilda Stoltz. Salahuddin Anis Suri. Rayleigh Cheyenne Sutton. Layla Deshawn Sword. Zain Shahab Syed. Brianna Leigh Zott. Jaden Travell Talaton. Anthony Raphael Tang. Melissa Milagro Tavico. Ruby Angel Telford. Nicholas Javier Turan. Toby Ponsavan Thomasine. Ethan Truman Thomas. Autumn Jewel Thompson. Brianna Caitlin Tolbert. Mariah Alexandra Nicolette Tomlinson. Mackenzie Lynn Torres. Paul D. Tran. Zwan Dan Tran. German Treviso.
Charles George Truon, Samantha Paige Truitt, Presley James Trumbo, Han Jia Trom, Grant W.H. Tullis, Jamie Denise Turner, Jadian King Tyler, Hannah Caroline Umanzor, Simrat Paul Singh Opal, Amukta Vidya Valuri, Christian Elias Valverde Jimenez, Maximo Vasolo, Hector Adrian Vasquez, Isabella Jasmine Vasquez Nino, Lorenzo Daniel Velasquez, Divik Raj Velivela, Lissa Kelly Vick, Emily Vanessa Villalta, Rose Marie Villarreal, Julius Donnell Washington, Rodney Ellis Watson II, Alana Kiara Webster, Rike Chioki, Welly, Casey Lane Westbrook, Kylie Lane Westbrook, Kara Iraida Watley, Anaya Gabrielle White, Theory Lynn White, Tristan LaFell White, Samantha Lena Wilbert, Ellie Sophia Wilderman, Caleb Jeremiah Williams, Darren Justin Williams, Kyson Kenneth Williams, Reagan Markera Angelique Williams, Joshua Liddell Will Turner, Nathan Michael Woods, Braden Michael Wynn, Ananya Reddy Yoruva, Philip Charles Jovino II, Ishmael Gonzalo Zamudio, Eloy Ismael Morales Zapatas II.
And now, if everyone would please stand for the Cypress Ranch High School alma mater, performed by our Cypress Ranch Jazz Band and senior Mustang choir members. Congratulations, class of 2025. It's a great day to be a Mustang. Seniors, please be seated at this time. And I would like to invite the first row of graduates to stand and be dismissed. Thank you all for coming today.